Alrighty, today I'll be doing the factorial Anova between. So it goes from the revised SPSS study. Let me see. So it was the Zhang et al. Study, and it had to do with basically he had concluded that women did better with a fake name than their own name. Let's see. Yes. And men had no effect. That was the conclusion from the study. So, let's see. Alrighty. For this, we are going to do analyze. Okay, so I have this all here. I have this coded up because it's between participants. So it's going to be all within the same column. We're going to go to the general linear model. Going to go to univariate. You're going to put the dependent variable right here and both factors here. We're going to go to plot. Let's see. So for this one, I think I just put gender here and name used here, and then press add, and this is here. I didn't do error bars. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but I feel like it really cluttered up what I was looking at, made it kind of hard to read. And then you press continue. For post hoc, according to the video that I watched with Dr. Grande, that the professor had linked to it, it said to use the Bonferroni and the REGWQ. And we use the name used because the gender only has 2 levels. The name used has 3. So then you press continue. EM means, so I put all over all 3 of these. Compare main effects and Bonferroni. I'm not sure. I remember Professor saying something about the simple main effects, but I need to ask her about it again. There's that, and if I remember correctly, yeah, there's nothing in this one. For this one, we just do descriptive statistics and the homogeneity tests. Press continue, and then press OK. Okay. And then you'll come up with this. Here, hold on one second. This is the only thing I fix in here. Okay. So this right here shows all of our descriptives, basically. The mean, standard deviation, the number of people. They weren't all even, really, unlike some of the other things that we had done. The Levine statistic was not significant. Therefore, there was, look at my notes. Don't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah, so it was significant, therefore, it wasn't significant, therefore there wasn't no significant difference. So I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions while I have this up. One question was, what are the independent variables and how many levels do they have? For gender, there was 2 levels, female and male. Name had 3 levels. Name was the independent. There was 3 levels, which was female fake name, male fake name, and own name. The dependent variable was the test score, which is a scale variable. All groups. So this question is, describe the assumption of homogeneity of variance. Has this assumption been met? My answer is all groups have the same or similar variance. Levine's test is 0.73H, which is not significant, which means the variances are equal. It also said to take caution because in one of the, which one was it? I think it's the bias, dealing with bias, basically. What's it called? Exploring data packet. It talks about the issues with the Levine's test. The next question was report the main effect of participant sex in APA format. Is this effect significant? And how would you interpret it? So, participant sex. Let's see. So, if I remember correctly, F is, let me see. Okay, yeah. So F is going to be here. This is going to be F126. F equaling 1.41 with a significance level of 0.24. And it isn't significant, therefore there's no significant difference between the groups. For the name used, lay down. The name used, let's see, the main effect of name used, yeah. So F equaling 0.43 and the degrees of freedom is 246. And then the p-value is 0.652. And there isn't a significance. There is a significance. It's not statistically significant. Therefore, there's no difference or significant difference between the groups. The interaction. So between gender and name used, F equaling 3.772 with degrees of freedom 246. And it is significant with 0.030. There is a significant difference between the two groups. It asks, do the results support Zhang et al.'s findings? So from everything that I've seen, like it shows there that there is there is a significant difference. But here, hold on. Gotta look for it. Okay. So for here, it's showing that there is no correlation, or there is no. It's not significant. There's no difference in either way of the names. Let me see. Not showing significance there. Not showing any significance there. And ultimately, this plot that we have. So originally, Zhang's conclusion was that females perform better with someone else's name, not their name. If you look here, females had a higher score with their own name versus a female name or a male name. So ultimately, Zhang's conclusion, I mean, personally, from what I can tell, it wasn't correct, or at least not according to how this data is plotted here and the significance rates. Yeah, so they actually did better with their own name than someone else's name. But there's not there's not too much of a huge difference between the female and their own name. And I mean, it's not significant enough to say that, like their own name made them have a higher score, but between their own name and a female name, a male name, there's a pretty, it looks like there's a big difference, but there really wasn't because it wasn't really significant. So, is this one? Okay. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the answers that I had. And I don't think he was correct with his conclusion. But, I could be wrong. Still learning this all and trying. So,